welcome to Kingmaker. I'm your host, Roosh V, and I just took a 3-month break from making podcasts. I like doing things because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. So after 3 months, I decided that, I want to record a podcast today. So the topic we're going to focus on is how to make money on the internet, something that I'm highly familiar with. And before I tell you some tips on how to make money online, I want to get into my background first. I started making money online when I was a university student. This was back in 1999, about then. First through banner display advertising, then I eased into selling my own products. And today I make money mostly through selling books, both ebooks and physical books, display advertising, some t-shirts, and also native advertising. And that's those ads you see at the end of blog posts that say something like 10 things in your home that can kill you. So click on this right now to find out how not to die. I also sell sponsored posts where you can pay to have a favorable article selling your product written on one of my sites. I've also tried my hand at affiliate marketing, and that's where I sell other people's products and get a cut. So if I review a book and I leave an Amazon link to that book and you buy it, I get something like 5%. So the first question you need to ask yourself is if you're going to sell your own products. Now, your own product can be physically based, such as t-shirts, such as a widget that you import from a marketplace site, like maybe a scooter type of deal, or a digital product, such as courses, seminars, ebooks. You have to, before you get into whether you want to sell a digital product, you have to ask yourself, are you an expert on something? Or can you become an expert on something that people will pay money for because they want to also become an expert on it just like you? So the 3 general areas where people pay for expert advice is concerning health, wealth, and love. And health is how to get big muscles, how to solve common health problems like lower back pain, how to increase your athleticism in a certain sport, how to live until you're 100 years old, and so on. Wealth is how to make money, how to be good at business, how to have a profitable Instagram account, how to sell e-products and things like that. And love is the area that I'm most familiar with. This is how to get laid, how to meet people, how to have a good relationship, how to have a happy marriage. So a lot of people selling things around health, wealth, and love actually started off as students. They wanted to get better in terms of these 3 areas. So they gained a lot of knowledge. People started asking them for advice, and then they thought, hey, maybe I can package my advice into a book or some other type of product and then sell it. And that's actually what I did. So I just started to get laid in Washington, D.C. back in the day because I just wanted to have sex. And then I would share some things I was doing on a site I had. And then some people started asking me, hey, Roosh, I like your advice. It works. The things you share, I've done it and it helps. Why don't you package this? Why don't you write this into a book? And I did that in 2007. That was my first book, Bang. So it kind of happened accidentally, and I think this is common for people who turn their passion into their work. One thing to understand is that the people who teach things are not naturals at those things, because if they were, they couldn't explain it. Because if you are a natural at something, usually you can't explain it. If you go up to a good-looking guy who's really good with girls and he's been good with girls since he was young, and you ask, what do I do? He's probably going to give you really basic advice, such as be yourself, be confident, make a joke. I mean, that stuff, yeah, that's what he's doing. That's what he thinks he is doing. But there's a lot of subconscious things that he's probably doing. And for a guy like me who had to learn how to be good with girls through a manual way, through a logical way, a logical path, I can explain it because I had to logically internalize all these moves that I did. So the guy who's not a natural can actually teach it better than a natural. The second way to make money online is to sell other people's products. And the main way, I think one of the most common, is to have a website and then allow for display advertising. And this is where other companies advertise their products or brands through the display ads. And these can either be based on the amount of impressions, views that are served. Usually the industry term for that is CPM, which stands for 1,000 banner views. So if you hear a rate saying that this website gets $5 per CPM, that means for every 1,000 times a banner on that site is loaded, every 1,000 times, that means that the website owner gets $5. So this, obviously, now you need a lot of hits in order to make a lot of money from display advertising. You can also go the cost per click, and that means that you only get paid when the web user clicks on the ad that they see. And the most common player in that area is Google AdSense. Now, you could get as low as 5 cents per click, which isn't a lot. You rather have a CPM based model in that case. But if you have a really specialized niche, such as maybe law, and then the guys advertising on your law blog will pay maybe $10 for a click that leads to a new client. So people who operate on the cost per click model usually go for a niche where the advertisers are really willing to pay a lot to get a potential lead. If you don't have a highly specialized niche that has high cost per click revenue, then you're going to need a lot of page views. And so this is how we have that clickbait and outrage culture where, Huffington Post posts an article where they offend everyone. They offend anyone with normal standards and morals. And then everyone's like, look at Huffington Post, they're horrible. But at the same time, you're saying how horrible they are, you're going to their website and those CPM ads are being shown. So, even me, I've done that with Return of Kings, because the more I angered people, the more people would come to my website and the more money I would make. But you get into a problem where if you anger people too much, they start to complain to your advertisers and they start to attack your site through like a DDoS, where they flood your site with fake traffic. So there is a limit on how much you can outrage people. And then once you pass that, you actually make lower money. Another way to make money selling other people's products is through commissions on sales. So in any niche, there is probably a handful of products that you can sell by getting the affiliate link from the guy who is selling it. And now if you send traffic to that affiliate link by, say, giving a review of it on your website, and your web user buys the product through the link that you sent him, then that means you get a cut. You get a cut of the sale, and it can range widely. Like I mentioned, Amazon, they are kind of cheap. They only give 5%, but for some of these ebooks that you can find, sometimes they give you 75%. They're a bit scammy, so if you can find a product that you are comfortable with selling and the affiliate cut is pretty good, then you can basically make a living off of selling other people's products. If you are in a niche where you're just not getting a lot of hits per day, you're probably going to have to do a mix of affiliate marketing and a cost per click. Because let's say you have a website that gets 1,000 hits every day. I mean, that isn't bad, but if you're going to go through display advertising that is based on CPM, that means you get paid for every banner shown, and you're getting $5 per CPM, you're only going to get $150 every month. But if you have a pretty good niche, and then maybe 5 people every day buys a product that you review on that site, you can make far more than through just display advertising. So what should you do first? Should you sell other people's products, or should you sell your own? Now, if you're new to the making money online game, I advise you to sell other people's products first to learn the needed skills to get the hang of things without having to commit to producing your own product, because that can take a lot of time. And, I'm writing a book right now. It's once I'm all said and done with it, hopefully in 2018, I'll probably have spent over 500 hours on it. So once you get the hang of selling other people's products and you believe that you're an expert, or you become an expert in something, then you can definitely consider producing your own product and selling that. So the basic skills you're going to need just to get started, whether you sell your own products or sell other people's products, is basic HTML, CSS, basic PHP, image editing, web hosting, how to upload files and how to install web software, and also copywriting, how to write in a way that sells, to write in a way that conveys information. And this could be something as simple as just writing descriptions on what a product is. So if you're going to sell other people's products first, and this also includes products that are advertised in banner ads that you don't even see, then that really gives you two options. That's mostly display advertising with it's going to usually be a mixture of CPM and cost per click ads, or mostly affiliate marketing. Now, to decide which you should do, what you have to ask yourself is if you're naturally good at getting a lot of eyeballs. Like when I started to blog, I didn't know anything. I wasn't good at girls. I was good at playing games. Like I think I was playing StarCraft. But people still read what I had to say. So I guess it's my natural talent that people want to hear what I have to say. People want to stare at me. People want to see what I do next. So therefore, for me, I kind of gravitated more towards the display advertising route. But the thing is, most people are not good at this. It's hard. It's hard to get a lot of people to read you, especially now, especially when there's so many options and it's so easy to vegetate in front of YouTube for hours. Why would you go and just, what would cause you to pay attention to someone that is new, subscribe to him, and keep following him? So for every successful video blogger or blogger through the written word, like 99 will flame out. So, I don't know what the magic sauce is to really being known. Me telling you how to get big would be like the good looking guy telling nerd how to get laid. So it's really that, I guess that's my natural talent. So because it's my natural talent, it's hard to tell you how to get a lot of hits. I don't know. So anyway, what I would do if I were you, if you're not naturally good at getting a lot of people to look at you, to read you, is to go for focus. Go for a specific niche that you researched that has a lot of money running through it. And you want a niche that is not so big that there are too many competitors, but not one so small that there is not really a lot of money in it. And the niche I stumbled on, as I already said, was the game niche. So when I started blogging about game, it was just entering the mainstream. And I was one of the first guys to write about it. So once it became a bigger niche after Neil Strauss wrote about it, I think it was in 2005, I did very well and sold a lot of books because my book was out there. Bang was out there at the peak. And now the game niche is a bit small. Less guys want to learn game. Now with, I think, the invention of the smartphone, it really changed that because it's just way easier to upload a photo on Tinder or to not approach girls. It's hard. It's hard to walk up to women that you don't know say some words and then get them to like you. So it's a bit easier instead just to go out on the weekends with your friends and get drunk and hope you stumble into pussy in some way, or to, like I said, just upload some photos on Tinder. Now you have guys who are experts at uploading really photoshopped images of themselves. There's actually a guy that I met. He said he uploads a photo of a good looking guy who kind of looks like him, but is not him. And so anyway, so there's many tactics that guys use in order to meet girls. And I think now it's gone into, and also I know guys who they kind of hacked Instagram, like they bought a lot of followers. So then when they meet a girl, they, instead of trying to get her number, he gets her Instagram. And then when she sees that he has like 20,000 followers, of which about all of them are fake, she likes him now because he must be someone important. So now guys are, instead of doing that hard grind of approaching, which again is tough, they're looking for these little kind of hacks here and there. And do they work? I think once you get a hack like the Instagram hack to work, it will work, but for a period of time. And that really kind of excludes a lot of situations and opportunities. So I don't know if I'm part of the old order of guys who actually wants face-to-face interaction without the aid of a computerized device, but hey, that's just how it is. So once the game niche kind of died down, my interests started to diverge into the political sphere, into the cultural sphere. I also even moved into international game, where instead of teaching men how to sleep with a westernized girl, I taught them how to sleep with a Brazilian girl or a Ukrainian girl. And so once the main tributary of your niche gets a little crowded, then you may have to go to a side creek and have fun in that creek. And then now, from what I've seen in international game, hasn't really been growing, because just as it is hard to approach a girl you don't know, it's also hard to get on an airplane and try to meet women who may not even speak English. So understand that no niche lasts forever. This isn't a set it and forget it type of thing where, hey, I found a niche game, it's great, but yeah, in a few years the environment changes, consumer tastes change, what consumer behavior changes, and so constant tinkering is going to be needed. And if your niche just dies out, then hey, you're going to have to find a new niche. So let's say that you find a niche and the niche is pretty good, is something that you are interested in. Let's say that it is internet-enabled home thermostats. And these are thermostats which connect to smartphones. So you have really advanced home climate control. And you want to sell these home thermostats for a commission. The next step is to find an affiliate program or programs that have these products. So most companies say who their affiliate partner is, and that affiliate partner does all the work in tracking all the sales you make through the affiliate link that they give you. So you go online, you check all the rates, what your percentage cut is, what the products are, and then you also check other guys in that niche who are already selling the home thermostats and see what kind of angle they are using, what kind of systems they're using to push traffic into their affiliate links. Once you find the product, once you find the affiliate partner that you can work with, once you can see what kind of doesn't work and what works among other guys who are already in that niche, the next step is to figure out a way to send traffic to your affiliate link of people who are ready to buy these internet-enabled home thermostats. One of the oldest ways to build traffic is to build a website and then get search engine traffic to it. That's what I do. I've written over 1,000 articles on my own blog. Return of Kings has almost 5,000 articles. For example, you can go ahead right now and Google Polish girls and see what is the first website. It should be first. I don't know if Google hates me now and they bumped it down, and I never actually tried to rank, say, Polish girls for number one. It just, when you write about topics and become an authority on it, become an expert on it, other people will start to share it. Other people will link to it, and automatically Google knows, hey, this guy, he must be an expert in Polish girls. So we're going to rank his article first. And at the end of the article, there's a plug for his book. So the goal is to be highly ranked for keywords that people are searching for that is related to what you are trying to sell them. The second way to get traffic is, and one that is a little bit more common in the past few years, is through social networking. This is where you create Facebook and Twitter accounts that are centered around your general topic. And then you share good content on those accounts. And every once in a while, you share affiliate links to the products that you are trying to sell them. So let's say in the case of the home thermostat, I would create a top home tips type of Facebook account, share some good tips about how to maintain a home, some cool images, and then once a week or so, share a link to my home thermostat affiliate link. YouTube reviews are also common. So you do a video review of the home thermostat, and then in the YouTube description, you would post a link to the affiliate link. One other option is through pay per click. This is where you pay Google or Facebook to show ads when they fit a certain demographic or they search for a certain set of keywords. So you can send them directly to your review blog, let's say, and a certain percentage will buy. Now, this using pay per click is the fastest way to get up and running, but it can be very expensive, because you are competing with guys who have computerized systems to rank their keywords and how much they are willing to pay. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend pay per click unless you really know what you are doing, unless you had a training of some sort, because it can turn out to be like gambling in a casino. Another way to get traffic is through email marketing. This is the way you can get a collection of emails around a certain topic is by finding a way to send traffic to a landing page. Now, on the landing page, it will say something like, here's my free report to saving thousands of dollars on your home heating bill. And the person is going to be really enticed, and then they enter their email address and you send them their PDF file. But now you have their email address saved. So what you do after that is periodically send them content around the home topic, and then once in a while you share your affiliate link for that internet-enabled home thermostat. Now, many marketers have multiple lists around certain topics like dating, fitness, and they give them feel-good content constantly in a drip-drop type of fashion, and then once in a while throw in a product review that has an affiliate link. Other marketers maybe have a lot of blogs and websites that they have operated for years and years, and gradually they climbed the search engine ranking for certain sets of keywords. And other marketers don't even have any websites or email lists. Instead, they pay others to maybe create a book, and they put that book onto Amazon and get sales from when people search for a specific set of keywords. So as you can see, there's so many ways of doing it. And but the main point you have to understand is to find a niche that you're willing to work with for the long term, at least a year. So, I mean, you want to find a niche where you think you can make money, research that niche, find out what other people are doing, then figure out a way to send traffic to an affiliate link that has a product related to it. And you can send traffic through blogs, social networking, YouTube, you can do emails, pay per click, and so on. Once you tap into a good niche and you're making a good amount of cash, you can really multiply your earnings by now selling your own product. Now, that usually to make your own product takes a lot of time, but if you are an expert in the field, in a field, it can really help you get out of the grind of affiliate marketing, which involves constantly looking for niches, looking for new products. You know, maybe one of your affiliate partner, he knocks your earnings down by reducing the product commission and so on. So when you sell your own products, now let's talk about that. That's when you create a funnel. Now, so it can start with you sell a small ebook. Then you sell, after that, an expensive video package. And then you sell an an interview series. Then you sell a membership site where the user has to pay $10, $20 every month to keep getting exclusive access. Now, some people are making serious cash with this funnel concept. Check out my friend in the weightlifting niche, Brandon Carter. He started in fitness for guys. He mostly sold ebooks, but now he sells protein supplements, t-shirts. He does fitness for girls. He has employees. He does business advice. He does seminars. So he's really making a lot of money. One thing to understand is that if your reputation is good, you are the product. If people like you, they'll buy your stuff, even if they don't really need it. I'm sure when I come out with my new game book, there's going to be guys who don't even do game, but they like me and they're going to buy it because they want to see me continue to share articles and books and so on. So if someone likes who you are, once you get into the game of selling your own products, then they're going to buy your stuff. I mean, because I'm sure if you look back on some things you bought on the internet, sometimes you bought something you didn't need, but you wanted to support that person. And the reason you wanted to support them is because you like them. You like who they are. So, for me, a lot of people, they really hate me, and I think maybe millions hate me, but the couple, maybe 100,000 or less that do like me, they are willing to go the extra mile to buy any books that I write and so on. So let's look at two different examples on how this could work. In the first example, let's say that in your neighborhood, you notice these little kids on these new hoverboard things that are kind of like a Segway without the stick handlebar. And you notice that there's not much online about it. So you register a domain, you create a review site, something like hoverboardcentral.com, and you have reviews of these hoverboard products with affiliate links to stores that sell them. And since you're one of the first sites, Google ranks your site very well. And soon, instead of sending your users to other websites that sell them, you decide to import them directly. So you go to AliExpress and then you have your garage is turned into a warehouse of sorts, and then you sell it. And let's say the trend lasts for 3 or 4 years and you bank over $50,000. In the second example, there's like a new app that tries to out Tinder by just getting really dirty. And this is something that I think we are going to see. And this app is called Sex Me Up. And this is where users, instead of uploading a picture of their face, uploads a picture of their genitals. And you have to match based on a genital pic. So guys are uploading a dick pic to be swiped on, and women are uploading a vagina picture to be swiped on. And this is totally sick. I would never use an app like that, but the way our culture is going, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually happens. So it turns out that you love this app and you are really good at being able to decode a woman's vagina on if she's hot or not. I don't know. You can just say it's your natural talent. So you write a 50-page ebook and to explain how you decode the structure of the vagina, and then and then you make a sales page and you start selling it to men who want to be really good at this Sex Me Up app. So you get traffic from advertising. You advertise on Return of Kings and other male websites, and the app is really hot for a couple years, and you bank over $50,000 in sales until the app dies out. So both of these stories, they're just things I made up off the top of my head, of course, but this is how it actually happens. You find a niche, whether it's electronic goods or whether it's sex, whether it's meeting the opposite sex, and then you find a way to give value to people who also want to participate, who want to learn how to be good with girls, who want to have fun on these little hoverboard things. So find things that people want and then try to figure out a way, how can I give people what they want and make some money while doing it, either by being a middleman, getting a cut, or by being the man who actually provides directly what these people want. Once your niche is hot, I mean, the money is just going to come in, but then like anything, your niche will get cold. Even my game books, they don't sell as well as they used to. And partially it's due to my fault. I haven't really adapted in terms of moving from real life game to internet game, which I know a lot of guys want, but that's just something that I'm not going to become an expert on since I don't do it. When you're making money online, the key is to really have a savings that is strong. You have to save a lot of cash, because just like with dating, your internet businesses can go cold. I mean, you go through these hot periods and cold periods. There's times where you're in between finding a niche, and during that time your income is going, you don't have any income. You're having to spend from your savings to create new websites, maybe do some pay per click stuff. So generally speaking, it's best to be active in at least two niches that are completely different. So if one niche dies or one niche goes cold, your income is not completely killed too. So you have the backup. So the backup can keep you going. So this is kind of what I've done with how I structure my web business, because if game dies out, it's still fine, but it's not as hot. So if game dies out, I still have advertising income, for example, on Return of Kings. If Amazon shuts me down, I can still sell books directly. So, and I can always open a new website around whatever niche becomes hot, assuming, of course, that I have a genuine interest in it. It's really important to have some kind of genuine interest, because you're going to be spending a lot of time with this niche. And if you're going to be working with a niche that you hate, what's the point of that? Then just go get a corporate job, because you will hate that too. So I always try to do websites and projects that I like. And even if, say, a book that I write doesn't sell well, like for example, my last book, Free Speech Isn't Free, while people really like that book, there's no way that's going to sell as good as a How to Get Laid book. So, but I still enjoyed it. I have to enjoy what I am doing, or else it's no different than having a 9-to-5 job that you don't like. So what I just gave you is a really broad overview of how the money game works online. The basic idea is to find a niche that you like, that you believe has some financial opportunities, get traffic, and then sell something to that traffic in the form of banner ads, in the form of affiliate products, other people's, in the form of your own products that you put your love and tears into. And it's really a matter of trial and error until you hit, because it's not that different from dating girls. I mean, it just, some girls are just not going to like you, but you can't get upset over that. Just keep on going, just be persistent, and you're going to find something. So it's like that with the money making game too, because you have to, this is why it does help you to have some kind of system on how you can research a niche to know whether it's good or not. A lot of guys, what they do is see if other people are making money off a niche, but not too many guys, because you don't want to go into a niche that's already overcrowded. So, I mean, that's something that they often do because no one, I mean, but then again, I was in a niche game where I didn't enter it because I saw other people making money. So I was one of the first ones. And when you're first in a niche, oh boy, I mean, you are going to make a lot of money. And so for me, other people want to ask me for my business advice. I'm like, yeah, be lucky, because that's what I was. It just so happened that my interest coincided with a sort of cultural phenomenon. One thing to be aware of is that there are a lot of companies selling shovels to you as you try to mine that sweet gold. I mean, there's so many how to make money online products. There are so many apps and widgets and tools that claim to automate things. There are a lot of people on various sites that are selling you their coding services. They're selling you their image services. Now, it's impossible to be an expert on everything, but you definitely want to save some of that money. Instead of paying everyone to just do a simple task, you should take the time to learn how to code in a basic way, how to manipulate images, how to crop them, how to change, let's say, the brightness, contrast, and so on. A lot of these services too, they charge you every month. So it's like, yeah, of course this app helps me, but you have one app that's charging you $20 a month, another is charging you $30, another is charging you $5, and next thing you know, you're $300 or $400 in the hole every month before you make your first dollar. So just try to become as skilled as you possibly can until it gets hard, until, okay, I can make a basic manipulation to a website, but to really code thing, to really add a new feature to it would be very hard. That would take dozens of hours. So then that would be the step that you go pay for someone else. But if you're starting to pay people for the simple stuff, I mean, that's really going to add up and also interfere with your workflow. So do your homework, take your time, and I wish you the best of luck in making that sweet internet cash, because it is really sweet. I mean, it's nice not to get up because someone else told you to. You get up because you want to. And also you get that extra ability to live anywhere. And yeah, there is a downside to it where you don't have as much social interaction, like that forced social interaction at work every day, where you know you're going to have chats and stuff. I mean, if you wake up alone at 12 o'clock and you stay home all day in front of the computer and just go out at night, it may be a little bit weird. But the point is that if you think that you would like to be more free in your ability to make cash and not be dependent on, say, a single source of failure that you would if you worked in a corporation, then making money online would be a good idea. So good luck with that. If you like this podcast, be sure to leave a rating on iTunes, share it with a friend, or drop me an email at roosh@rooshv.com to let me know about your experiences with making money online. Until next time.